Hey everybody, James and Tammy doing one of our Q&As. Haven't done one in a while, apologise for that. So some real quick ones for the nice people. Easton Mayer says, this pied female is the cutest baby. Thank you. We think we have cute babies. And then somebody else says, Mr. Vision says, the best dogs I've ever seen, talking about some of our stud dogs. Well, thank you, we appreciate that too. So here's one that's more of interest to everybody. Lewis Marta says, what do you use for timing the progesterone? They're talking about our progesterone machine, the fine care machine. Is it close to IDEX or different chart entirely? No, it's very close to IDEX, slightly higher. IDEX is 5 for ovulation. It's more like a 7 on the fine care machine. So what we recommend, and by the way, it comes with timing charts, and every set of chemistry has a calibration chip, and that does come with a separate timing chart, so it's kind of fine-tuned. But generally, the idea is that you start doing, do your first test by day 6 or 7. When you get to a level of 7 on the machine, start testing every day. Do your first breeding at 12. Follow up 2 days later and check and make sure you're at 18 or higher, and if you are, you're done. If not, breed 2 days later and keep on going. That seems to work very well for us. And then on the reverse end, for timing your C-section, which we're about to have, aren't we, Tammy?
Yeah, full visual fluffies.
Our first full visual fluffies.
And she's got a belly full of babies.
Timed with the progesterone machine.
Yeah.
And the reverse will be timed.
Her temperature so far is still 100.
100.1, right? Yeah. So we haven't even started doing progesterone tests. She's 2 days away. But when she gets to a 3, we're good to go. So it's a little higher. I'd like to see a little bit lower than that with an IDEX machine, but 3 seems to work well with the fine care machine.
Her first breeding due date's the 9th.
The 9th, right.
Yeah.
2 days away.
Yeah.
One of our old videos, I said, whoever had been recording this, fire them. You can't see exclamation X because of the way they have the damn camera. Hey, we've got better at this over the years.
We're not professionals.
We are, well, professionals get paid. We're definitely amateurs. We're not getting paid for this stuff. So bear with us. We're better at it as the years go on. We've been doing these videos for quite some time, but certainly some of our older videos leave a little bit to be desired. And I think a lot of them leave a little bit to be desired. So,
yeah.
But
makes
look,
it entertaining.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, here's a good one. Setting incubated temperature. Somebody says confuses. MJ Javalosa says confusing. The video says set at 40 degrees centigrade, but everything online says temperature is more like 90 degrees Fahrenheit or about 32 degrees centigrade. Yes, so what's going on here is all the incubators except ours, just about every single one out there, they're what I call a forced air incubator. They heat the air up, they circulate it around typically a heating element or a light bulb. They dry the air out, they drop the humidity like crazy, make it really dry, and the puppies are enveloped in this hot air. And so it does need to be about, something in the order of 90 degrees. Ours, the heat just comes up through the floor. The puppies are laying on a nice warm floor. So the floor's got to be warmer than the puppy to heat to transfer from the floor to the puppy. The puppy's temperature needs to be something around 100 plus degrees. And so that's why we set the floor temperature up in there to be about 38 these days, which is about 100 degrees. And it doesn't dry the air out. You don't need a nebulizer. And so that's why the temperature appears to be high. It's really not. Works really well. Nothing to break down. No, it's got a solid state heating element. It's got a copper plate with some copper traces in it, so there's nothing to break down. You can drop the thing, it doesn't break. Well, it's one for Tammy. Red Rum says, the males from the Coco and Picasso had a litter of morals, blues, lilacs and platinums, August the 2nd. Are they still available?
No. Those babies sold in 5 days, the whole litter. Yeah. I think the females all left out of there within 3 hours, or not left, but sold in 3 hours.
So the answer
and that's what we're fixing to have again, but no brindle in this litter at all.
And that's
that was done for a friend of ours, but anyway, that was just a rare occasion right there for someone. But we do have a litter of Picasso babies coming the May 26th to the 28th. So there'll be solids and there'll be merles, and
that's
Picasso paints pretty babies.
That's with Azure, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
She's a little tiny thing.
Oh, yeah, they're both 17 pounds.
There's going to be some pretty little babies in there.
Yeah, she may be 16 pounds. So,
yes.
Some people go, oh, are they micro minis?
Call them if you want.
Yeah, they're going to be tiny babies.
I just call them cute, freaking little puppies.
Oh, yeah. They'll be, like I said, Picasso paints them pretty. There's a lot of tweed. There's Harlequins. And he just does a wonderful job with these babies.
Azur is in Lee's home, one of the guys who works with us. Azur is our dog, but
he's our whelper guy.
He's one of our whelper guys.
Yeah.
And she is with him 24/7, has been for a couple of years in the house.
Yeah.
Totally family raised little puppies.
Yeah.
Family raised.
But anyway, those will be May 26th is the first breeding due date. I've got people lined up to call me on the 25th to see what her temperature is and progesterone level is, because she could turn around and have them on the 28th. Who knows? We let our females tell us.
Next question. My female is at 20.0. Do you think it's too late? No. Breed now. Look, one thing you can do if you are a bit behind the curve, and 20 is okay. If it was a 25, I'd say have a TCI or a surgical, because you shave a day off the time. You do it a day later. But with a 20, you're good to go. I would just go ahead and do it right now. Emily Bibian, my dog is so small and young. She had her heat and usually sneaks out. I don't know. I can't answer that question. It's too involved. North Las Vegas. I had one here that said how to avoid brindle in French Bulldogs, how to avoid or reduce it, and then they said that's not true. I have a female blue brindle. I did breeding with a male merle and got 11 puppies, 9 merles and 2 blues. Yeah, sure. Look, here's the deal. It's all statistical nature. You can flip a coin and get 11 heads in a row. Likewise, you can have a dog that has 1 copy of brindle and she doesn't pass it on to any of her puppies. So we're not saying...
Usually it's a half the litter.
Yeah, normally it's half the litter. And if you've got a merle, what happens, Tammy? You have a brindle merle. You don't know it, do you?
Right, you got to get the DNA done, because somebody's not going to be happy with you if they
but the point here is you could have had a brindle merle and you wouldn't know it's a brindle. So you had 11 puppies, and you maybe half of those, and 9 of them were merles. Well, there's an example of what we're talking about. You got lucky on that front.
Yeah.
I will guarantee some of those merles probably had brindle and you didn't know it. And without a DNA test, you couldn't tell. Oh, Susan Brocksmith said, so excited to see Rango Picasso with my 3 girls. Well, we are very excited to see what you're going to produce too. Yep. So Rango is a new boy for us. And
Cody got him.
Yeah, Cody.
Cody's our son. He's going to be the stud man, so...
Well, not him.
Yeah. No, Rango was.
He could be. He's a pretty good looking boy.
But
Rango's a new stud, and he's an awesome little boy.
Beautiful.
He's so compact and short. He's got such a
stocky boy.
Sweet personality.
Nice boy.
Yeah, and he's just starting his career, and all he's going to do is start looking better.
Yeah.
He's a lilac. Lilac carries fluffy.
Of course, Picasso, like I said, he's my little painter.
How are we doing on time here? We got a couple more here.
Yeah.
JDM Egg 6 says, hey, my platinum has AYAY, that is fawn. Little d, that's blue. Little e, that's cream. CO, that's cocoa. KB. So KB's a copy of brindle. So this is a platinum dog. We know that because it's basically a lilac colour in cream, but it'll look like a cream dog and the brindle will not show.
But it's in there.
And would it overpower the ATAY gene and show brindle in whoever he mates with? So the answer to this is he's going to give the brindle gene out half the time, and those dogs, if they get tan points, will probably not show it very well, or if even at all. So this is the problem with brindle. I keep on harping about it and people get upset with me, but this is an example where you're trying to produce tan point dogs, and unfortunately on average half of them are going to get the brindle gene from the really nice platinum dog, and unfortunately will not express it. It'll be there, but they won't express it. What's your location? We're in Oklahoma. Cam Bakutin says, hey, what happens if you breed as soon as she comes into heat? Keep breeding her until she goes out of heat. Will you still have puppies? You want to give that a shot?
I wasn't paying attention, James.
Oh, Tammy.
Sorry, I listened to you all day long.
I know, I just thought so too. It gets boring, doesn't it? I'm turning on and on.
Yeah, okay, go ahead and answer the question.
Well, look, here's the problem.
I don't know what it was.
So
sorry.
if the dog comes in heat day 1, you start breeding the dog. Let's say you breed the dog every other day, right? Dog's ready to be bred around day 11. You just bred the dog 5 times, and you diluted the dog down where its semen count.
5 times? He bred her 5 times?
Well, he says, what happens if you breed the dog, keep on breeding her until she goes out of heat? I mean, she'll come out of heat.
Know what the day
18. Well, besides,
you'll have some puppies that won't make it because they're taken too early or something.
But the bigger issue here is I think that you you dilute your dog down. Your dog has been producing great semen quantity for the first 5 or 6 times, and when you finally need it to do something, the semen quantity sucks. So no, you don't do that. That's exactly what you don't want to do. You want to get your timing right. If you want to time this without a progesterone test, watch for blood color. Start breeding about the day after the color goes light. Breed every 2 days until you got to day 15, and you'll probably be effective. It's not the best way of doing it, but it's much better than what you're suggesting. So the answer is no, don't do it. Oh my God. This was a video that I did on how to terminate an unwanted dog pregnancy. Catman, I think, doesn't like dog says, or he or Catman says, just wait till they're born, throw them in a sack and in the river. It's like, that's cruel.
I wouldn't even read that, James.
I know. What we not?
Good gosh.
Oh, well, hopefully the guy's just kidding, right?
Who knows?
Threatening mastitis. Does your dog have it? How to diagnose it? That was the video. Luna Marie Sim says, can your dogs get this even if they don't have puppies? Say they go through a phantom pregnancy, could they get this? My dog seems to be showing symptoms of this, and will the hot compress work? This is the last one I have. Well, that's a good one. So look, you can have a phantom pregnancy where a dog will actually lactate, and if you don't have a puppy to drain the milk, you could get mastitis. So it's quite possible.
Well, we had that female that did that.
Did we?
Yeah, we took her in and he x-rayed her and said...
Oh, well, yeah, but she didn't have mastitis, though, did she?
No, she didn't have mastitis.
I think what will happen is this. I think that with dogs, typically what happens is their milk production is not very good until they've had the puppies, until the nursing of the puppies and the natural hormones that develop during the process of having puppies starts the milk letdown. And without that happening, even with a phantom pregnancy, I suspect that you're not going to have this problem. I've not heard of it, but I think the thing always is be aware of what your dog's doing. You know, check your dog, check its boobs, give your dog a once over once every few weeks. You know, if your dog's not happy, take its temperature, look at it, make sure that you can't see anything visually that's wrong, and if you still can't diagnose it, it's time to go to the vet. But I think this is unlikely to be a problem, but I guess it, 1 in 1,000 times, you know, could happen. So, all right, how much time do we get here? That's 12 minutes and 45 seconds of us rattling on. What else you had to say, Tony?
Just give me a call if you're wanting a full visual fluffy that's due May 9th, or a...
This is Denali, our blue and tan, carries cocoa and cream, no brindle, no pied.
Right.
Bred
to a chocolate
Lola.
and tan, Lola.
Chocolate and tan.
ATA, and she carries blue and carries cream. So we're going to have lilac and tans, blue and tans, chocolate and tans, and platinums. So those will be full visual. That's May 9th. So,
and they both have fantastic coats.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, lots of wave, lots of curl.
Yeah.
And then May 26th to the 28th is the short hair Picasso babies and Azure. So they'll probably be, might be lilac and tans, there'll be blue and tans, and platinums. So we'll have little merles, same color. Or we could have AAs, because they're both ATAs.
Yeah,
so we could have AAs, AA lilac, or an AA blue, or an AA platinum, like
and that's
Love My Huppy.
That's it for litters for us for quite some time after that, isn't it?
Yep.
Quite some time.
Yep.
We don't have very many litters a year.
Nope.
They tend to domino together. So,
nope.
Okay, so
maybe.
What's your number?
580-799-1910 is my number.
And Tammy gets cranky if you call her at 5 o'clock in the morning. She doesn't like it. We're at Central Time.
We're Central Time.
That
means California, you're 2 hours ahead of us.
California's fine. Just don't call us.
New York's an hour ahead of us. Florida is an hour ahead of us.
Yeah, so 9 o'clock California time. No calls after that if you can avoid it, please.
At night.
And Florida, call us after 8 o'clock and you're good in the morning.
Yeah.
That's it.
We've had 5:30 calls. We've had 6:30
calls. Yeah, I mean, we don't want to be
calls.
grumpy, you know.
No.
But we need our sleep
I gotta have my
these
coffee
days.
before I talk to
Doesn't
somebody.
have coffee. She does. Otherwise, she takes it on me. You see me here, 2 dotted eyes, and it won't even be my fault.
Please, you know, it's hard. I've done the same thing, especially you're calling England. You know that.
Oh yeah, but we always look at like England. You know, there's 6 hours difference. Hawaii is the same in the opposite direction. You know, when I call folks in Hawaii who want to do stud service, we get quite a bit of this. We're always trying to make sure that we're not, you know, if you want to make a sale, you don't call somebody up at 3 o'clock in the morning. They're not going to be happy. So anyway, but enough of that.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
They should do what? Subscribe to us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Chanel's going to whelp this full fluffy
Our daughter's
litter.
Chanel, yes.
Yeah.
And
so.
Cody, by the way, Cody is on board full time with us these days. So Cody is really fixing to be a front man here.
Like I said, the stud man.
Yes, Cody knows his stick.
He knows his DNA big time.
He knows his DNA. He knows his dogs.
The dogs.
He's really good at. A lot of our recent stud dogs.
And he knows the products that you're selling.
3 of our last stud dogs are dogs that Cody's either developed himself or found for us. Actually, four. He's really good at this.
He's like his mama when he's looking for a stud.
That's right. All right. On that note, we're going to say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.